Okay, here I come. Hey,
you will not be named
Sherry.
in your chat because see, this is where they get their rocks off.
I thought you
And
was gonna
us
call me. I was
paying
waiting.
them
But hey, how you
attention,
doing?
brother. That's entertainment.
Correct.
You feel me?
Such a true
I was
statement
just
on
sitting
my
here.
shoulder.
I got stuck on everybody else's
This is a
chat.
version of Indian Ages. That's why we
I
all
don't
shoot
do
me
my
up
lives
people
as much
chat.
as I should.
I'll drop it quick. Indian,
But
Asian, Indian cat.
we're gonna do a lot of different stuff, I guess, for a couple of hours. I'm gonna hang in here for a minute just to do some stuff. How you doing? Yeah, so let me share it out right quick. I was over here trying to listening at Smoke, listening at OTK. Shout out to all of them out there doing the doggone thing. Shout out to them. So I get stuck listening to what's going on in the chat and stuff, y'all. Shout out to Root Word out there. Peace and love, dude. Um, I'm on my chief in the house. Yes, I'm here. So let me find my page over here. Let's see what I got going on. Right here. All right, here we go. Sharon, did you share it out to anybody, baby? I'm gonna play my song right quick before we get started and wait on a couple people come in because ain't nobody here. There go Arthur though. Arthur, I saw you message me and I looked up and I say, oh, I need to do this right quick. So I'll be checking. I'm gonna check it in a few minutes. Let me play a song while I continue to share the live out, y'all. Please. Thank you, Sharon.
Shout out to the mama chief. Yeah, you be quiet when Big Mama speaks. What she gave us is a part of me. It flows through my arteries. Even on that journey, that love grows how the garden be. The first to teach us when we sick, the first to heal us. Mama's boy, yeah, you know, I'm pride and joy. Soul food, yeah, you know, I'm an enjoy. Calm you down, just by the sound of a voice. There isn't another feeling inside. When they cheer you on at your game, and you feeling the pride. You and your siblings fight, she gon' make you put them feelings aside. She can lead you down the road, but she can give you the guide. Where you think I get that blissful look in my eyes? I need a side of ice cream and them all got pie. You know for sure from Mama Chief, you know I'm a ride. Cause we all need a Mama Chief. Yeah, we all love a Mama Chief. The greatness, the patience, the foundation, the knowledge passed down so many generations. Our motivation, I just want to thank you for my creation. Cause we all love a Mama Chief. Yeah, we all need a Mama Chief. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. The dedication, I see your tears at my graduation. Now look like the boy you made it. You the reason I'm one of the greatest. Yeah, cause we all need a Mama Chief. Yeah, we all love a Mama Chief. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. Now be quiet, let Big Mama speak.
We're gonna go on and hear Dre call. Shout out to Dre call. Love you, Dre. I was over here thinking about sharing y'all. I apologize.
Who they think they better than? Ain't no comparison to the so-called black, the African American. You can drop the African, keep the American. When we say Aborigine, it make their world in. I'm going in the same dirt my ancestors buried in. I come from a god and a goddess, so what that make me? Not even Basquiat can trace me. Not even Van Gogh can paint me. The MC in me is the God MC. Equals the God in me. I focus in and let my mind be free. You too blind to see. The Jews I give is real. It's been real. These ain't shots, they missiles. All you gonna hear is the whistle. seal. Lyrically, this the execution. My verses start revolutions for my people seeking restitution. Since the beginning, fuck evolution. Or maybe my reality is all a dream. I put it together like I was sowing seeds. So it seems this is that audio dopamine. Go against the machine. We put you where nobody can hear you scream. And singing to meet you Elohim. My nigga, this is savage mode. It's something that you can't go. It started with a spark and I'ma let it explode. I was given the cheat codes that'll let me dump and reload. And go through them waves like a fucking torpedo. You dealt the cards of life. I just cut them diamonds with the ace of spades. Y'all scatter like roaches when they facing raid. Or vampires when they facing blade. I'm trying to get
Oh, they just got one showing up in my chat. What's up with that? They must be tripping. Because I know more than one person in here now. Because I'm in here. What's wrong with them?
I ain't quit my day job. I spit bars. I really rap on my day off. That's real shit. Just give you some tools you can build with. Aim high, even if
I know I'm in here.
Just keep going. It's a climb to the top.
Sharon, you still in here? I just need one person. Yeah, well, somebody should jump in. No, now they jump back out.
We playing chess. And nigga, this is checkmate.
Is anybody in here with me? I know they be hiding.
We got the same trait. I'm a Ghanaian, and we ain't got the same fate. My granny died February 18th, and I was born on the same day. The chosen one, the ancestors' chosen son. They gave me the golden gun. One shot, that's a hole in one. From the pyramid of the sun, the Providence Point. I don't think you niggas is getting the point. We still here. Who said they made the Aboriginals disappear? Your information's lagging in the rear. All you do is teach fear. We copper-colored with woolly hair. Am I speaking clear? So fuck the nonsense. When I rap, I touch your consciousness. From within is when you get your self-confidence. Let's bring it back to dominance. Ain't no confining us. We'll bring that wild Indian out of us. Yeah. Yeah. We still here.
Yeah, I know it. They ain't showing me all of my people. They be tripping. They be really doing. They really do. Let's see. What's his name? Let's see.
I'm Matt, food scientist and head of.
Want to hear my little dude Dangerous. Shout out to Dangerous. Shout out to Sharon and Uncle for being here. Y'all know I'm gonna bring something to y'all. Doing my best. What? What? Oh. What? They got 4 and 1. Oh, it's 1. Take a picture. What? I don't know that part of his song, y'all. But I ain't never met that devil. I think I never do that. Hey, like the music though. For the man. Whoa. Shout out to them in the bushes. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the bushes. Let's see where I'm going to now. They were talking some good stuff up there, though, y'all. Let's see what they doing over here. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if some people come in my chat. 'Cause I know everybody
my
lies.
defense
So
witnesses and what nexus they had to my theory of defense, which I argued was inappropriate because at the end of the day, you're ordering me to give the state a blueprint of what my defense is going to be. But I was ordered to do it, and I did it. When prior to Mr. Onfroy, which I'll refer to him as X for this
I don't know what that
interview,
is, y'all.
because his
I'm
state
not
name was
interested.
XXXTentacion, which was the victim in this case. Prior to him being heard, he had posted on Instagram.
If they ain't talking about us, I do not really care. Shout out for the 3. And I think it's just me, you, and Arthur. If it's someone else in the chat, okay, they gone. All right. Let's see what Smoke them doing, y'all. I know everybody
That's what you're trying to play. I'm playing the same game. I took the same avenue you went down. I went that same street.
I can do it right here and don't have to.
Not to speak over you. I'm not to speak over you. I don't give a fuck how emotional your ass get. I don't give a fuck. I'm not the one that's getting to enjoy that pussy. So I don't care how mad you get.
Oh my
We're gonna have a conversation, because that's all we can do here.
Uh-oh.
Stop trying to use your sexuality against me, because I don't give a fuck about it.
Okay.
Hey, Smoke. Hey, Smoke. Hey, Smoke.
What's up?
Hey, man, give me a minute, man. I gotta go pull somebody out. I'll be back later, bro.
I ain't got nothing to do with me.
I gotta go help somebody get up out that.
No diddy.
Ain't no getting. I'm trying to help somebody get out the mud. What the fuck is your mind on, bro?
Oh my goodness.
Always in the gutter, baby. Always in the gutter.
Oh,
Go
y'all,
ahead.
I didn't mean to do this, y'all. I wasn't trying to. I thought. Now I'm kind of like, oh my life. Okay, oh my life.
Y'all got it.
So, but then you got these people who are saying they average.
Salute, Jackie. Hope everybody doing all right.
Now, can I land my plane?
Go ahead.
Now, this is what I want to land my plane on, family. I want to tell y'all this. We need to quit looking for footsteps in a windstorm. You ain't gonna find it. They got it all tricked up with the invention of the printing press. They was able to control words. They was able to control agenda. They was able to indoctrinate us. So quit thinking that we can read everything and everything is gonna tell us the truth. These people are masons. They deal in symbolism. They deal in word salads. Everything that's wrote have to be questioned. What we have to do is make common sense. Make shit make damn sense. Now, if you know it wasn't but one person that's the original, and that's the dominant, because the recessive can't make the dominant, why are we arguing about who we are? Unless your ass is recessive, then you would have a reason to wonder if you are original. And so Sister Jackie Brown is here to tell you, you ain't. If you got motherfucking mix, you ain't totally original, which is fine. You can identify because you got one drop of our blood, you probably got half of our nature, because we got strong genes. We got strong nature. You know what I'm saying? Our melanin carry healing. Okay? People want to identify as us. They want to have everything we have except our black skin, because that's what they are discriminating on out here in this so-called society. So when we stop and realize that we are the dominant, the Negro is the one who's made all the other nations. We can quit worried about it. We Aboriginal,
I'm not Negro. Let's make this
we
clear.
don't need no fucking words.
I'm
Because you
not
can look at
Negro
me and
blood.
tell I already been here. I've been here. So now what we
Jackie,
gonna
you ain't 100%. You ain't 100% Aboriginal, Jackie.
just cause you had white roots, I just gave a speech for your kind. Go ahead.
I'm not mad at you.
Every day,
Mad at
come
each other.
back
I'm not
every
gonna
day.
come up there and disrespect nobody or cuss nobody out. But I'm just trying to say that.
That's you is, nigga. You do that shit
I
every
mean,
day and
not.
come back because you was a fucking lame. But go ahead.
You know, okay, well, it is what it is.
You
Just
better
giving
get
out
my
such a
mother.
conversation.
You can say my mother, bro. I don't care. That shit don't.
All right. I don't want to even argue with you. You just want to act like a troll, Mason. Keep the conversation cordial, bro. You want me to go after you?
Nah, nigga.
Oh, I want to make sure we ain't gonna make this shit. Like, you know, you make this for chaos.
You're my brother. I love you. Fucking lame.
Okay then, bro. You don't have to talk to
me.
me. You
You don't have to talk to me unless you playing this Mason shit like Jackie Brown said.
About
I know
L.
you know
You're
first
right.
if you want.
I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to the crowd.
About
I'm
L.
gonna talk to the chat. I'm
Is
gonna
that
let
what
everybody
you said
else
she
know.
was right about?
Go ahead. Finish what you
You good? You good?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead. Finish. Yeah, I'm about
Okay, you practiced your masonry work. It didn't work. So when
Really?
Jackie say that ad means not, she ain't giving the full description because the word in means something that's going inside something. But when you say incomplete, that means
Well,
not
what the
complete.
hell is you talking about?
See, here we go. Let's not practice this making stuff you was talking about.
Go ahead.
There you go, beautiful. There you go, beautiful.
Yeah, you literally
Don't-
said what I was
don't-
saying, Jackie. I just ain't want. I ain't want.
There you go. You go to your Mason work. She brought the Mason. There go to Mason work. You're arguing again. There go to Mason work.
I'm the person that would love to
Is that
finish
too
the dumbass
loud?
shit that you
Bro,
want.
I don't want to argue with you. I just want to teach y'all something because y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
I want to see what how he gonna
Thank
make
you.
this
I
L
just need 30
word out.
seconds.
'Cause I
When you
know
say
it
the word
means
in,
from.
it means going into. It means inside. It means moving from out. You're going in. But when you say the word incomplete, inaccurate, that means not accurate, not complete. So that don't mean in means.
But we're not
Here
talking
we go,
about
Jackie
that.
Brown. Quit practicing this
But
Mason
we're
shit.
not talking about
Jackie,
in.
you yelling, you just over.
We
Jackie, let me talk
talking
my
about
2 minutes.
in.
See, Jackie, you want some shit and you ain't even 100% Aboriginal, you part Mongol. Y'all ain't gonna get mad cause y'all stupid, my nigga. Y'all ain't gonna just start over talking me, my nigga, or we can start acting like some Mongols, my nigga, and crackers.
Calm down, bro.
Bruce, shut your gay ass up.
No, shut your fucking ass up, Jackie. You ain't gonna disrespect me for no reason and you part Mongol. All I wanted to do is just show you that y'all ignorant on words.
No,
Y'all
A
niggas
B,
always
not
starting shit and you
A.
know who's all of
I
them.
know you in etymology. You're dumb. You think you know etymology. I will fuck you up.
Well, I want her or anybody to
You sound
rebut
dumb as
me.
shit. But yeah, let
See what I'm saying? Y'all want to argue instead for letting me land my plane. I don't need one. I'm not gonna practice masonry work. I practice root words. And when she say add means not, that's only when you're using it in certain words. It means of and from.
Yeah.
Just like the word aboriginal means from the beginning when the so-called colonists came over. So the only people that can become aboriginals is the Africans, the aboriginals of America, and the aboriginals of Australia. And when we look at the aboriginals of Australia, since them are copper-colored, black-looking people. So that proves that we are the people that they talk about over here. And then when you say some goofy shit that add means not, it only means that in certain words, just like in. You can
That's
use
the
that
way I
it means not,
understand
because
what
when you
he's
put
saying.
prepositions to words, it sometimes can negate the word. You stupid motherfuckers. But other
Well,
words,
tell us a word that have the suffix ab and it don't mean not. Can you give us one of those words?
it's not a suffix.
Okay.
Absolute.
I'm done with you.
Absolute.
It's a prefix.
It's a prefix.
It's a prefix.
It's a prefix, Jackie.
Okay,
Prefix.
then tell us
Prefix.
a word with the prefix ab that don't mean
You
not.
shouldn't be allowed to talk about this stuff, Jackie. You shouldn't be allowed to. I know you know. Y'all really acting like y'all don't know what these words mean.
But I take it to mean the same as what Ruth just
She
said.
asked me a simple question, and I answered the question. Well, give me a word that means absolute.
Okay, what is salute? Is salute a word? That part of that.
Man, these niggas is crazy,
Is that a word?
man.
Tell me. Is that a word? Is that a word?
Bro, I'm talking Jackie Brown. You can get next.
All right, thank you. Nah, you. I don't care.
Nah.
Y'all ain't
Nah,
gonna bring up
I think
shit
somebody
around me.
practicing masonry work up here.
Salute. No, we're talking about words. We're talking about prefixes. Prefixes. AB being. Do you know what it? First of all, hey, Smoke, can you bring up what a prefix is for these dummies? So they can
Now,
know.
I'll show
so
you
they can
dummy, it's
stop
not prefixes, they're
so they can stop
prepositions.
using
I'm showing you that
words
they're not prefixes.
that
They're not
AB
prefixes,
is
they're
not
prepositions, and you don't know how to use them.
a board. Look. He put
They're a
board.
part of speech.
So order
There
is a
are
word.
9 parts of
Order is
speech
a
in
word,
the English language. Yeah, I'm root words. You just acting like a Mason. I'm seeing you trying to
No,
build
you're
on chaos.
Stupid word. You're stupid word.
Fine, if I'm stupid, let's prove
You're
it.
dealing with a word that has a prefix, and you're using words that don't have a prefix, using AB. The AB is not a prefix. It's just helping you pronounce the word. Like, I hate y'all.
Okay, when we use it in the prefix form, where the word comes from, see, here you go. Here go the
You
Mason
know what
word.
a prefix is.
Yes, I know way more than you. Because the prefix, them are not prefixes. Go ahead, tell me when you're done. All you want to do is argue. I will embarrass you.
Huh?
You was
You was right there, Root Word.
Shout out to the folk that
You
done
said
jumped up in
absolute,
here.
but
I
you
hope
said
you stay
Absolution.
so I can get
Because
started.
absolution does not mean
Yes,
no
I'm
way,
just listening
from
to
a
the
damn
other
solution.
channels.
right? So you can put the word have, the prefix have, in front of words, and that does not connotate that it means not that word.
Is
Perfect example.
absolution is a word?
Absolution, yes. Absolution is indeed a word. And it does not mean a way or not a solution. That confirms it.
The ab in it is.
And it confirms that they don't know nothing about prefixes and prepositions. Because that's what they are, prepositions, that when you use
What
it
we
in different
saying is it don't matter.
Hey, come on, Jackie, quit using the Mason shit you was just
None of
saying.
that shit don't
No,
matter.
just tell me when you done,
The
Jackie Brown, y'all
Aboriginal,
can't keep doing this
the
shit when y'all find yourself wrong and
phenotype.
looking ignorant. When y'all find yourself looking wrong and ignorant, y'all need to fall back, bro. Y'all just can't cuss a person out because you're wrong, man.
You do that.
I'm the grass, man.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Y'all niggas don't know how to be wrong, and y'all be up here yapping y'all mouth to a real scholar come around this motherfucker, and then you say, oh, stupid.
Bro. He's a bipolar fucking idiot. He cuss niggas
Well,
out.
let's do it right now. Let's see if we can practice some. I've been in here listening to y'all.
every day.
I've been in here listening to y'all for an hour yell at each other over these words. No, I'm saying that you're stupid. You ain't heard because y'all don't know what y'all talking about. When a motherfucker come up here in the studio, now y'all getting mad. My nigga, I can play with the best of them, bro. Bro, I'm not gonna back down from you, bro.
The thing about it is, the difference in what y'all saying is you're talking about a noun. An adjective, a describing word is different. You're talking about a noun, Smoke.
No, that's where the word.
Okay, y'all. Google says the prefix ab is a Latin word. They didn't say it's a prefix. They say it's a Latin word. Great continuation, Milestone. How you doing, love? I'm playing some of theirs because I was waiting on somebody to decide they're coming over here. But I know OTK and Smoke is live, so I'm taking a chance to do my little bill anyway because I don't want to be part of it. So here I go, y'all. Good morning. What you say? Running around. Good morning. Who said good morning? Okay. So the prefix ab is a Latin word that means away from or departing from. Key morpheme in English vocabulary and appears in many words. Abduct, to take away, against someone's will, to an undisclosed location. Abnormal, not typical, usually or regular. Absorb, to suck away. Yeah, but you said it don't mean that we sprung from the soil. What we're saying is Aboriginal means that we are original from this soil. And you said that wasn't what it means. But yeah, you did use all of those words. Yeah, you did. You used all those words, but you made me think that you were saying that it wasn't right what Root was saying, and what he was saying was exactly this, actually. So all of those add words, yeah. So, but it's a word that adds to, and it means that it's still from that it's added to, right? That's what it sounds like. It's still that is added to. So it's an add to word. Is that what you got? Let's see what they got.
It comes from the French word aborigine.
A describing word. It describes.
I just wanted to hang out tonight, so
and the word
I didn't
means
want to go
from.
and
If
be
Jackie
on
Brown
all
let
the
go here, it's a French word meaning
my own
aborigine. Because when you look at a person from another land, you're gonna say, "I'm from this land." land, and they're gonna say I come from another land. So
Yeah,
it's
I
similar.
don't
The
understand. You gotta
abolition
come up
is
here and
remission.
because you said something.
All I'm
totally
saying is you
different
don't
from
know
what
how to
we're
let people
saying.
talk because y'all on some Mason shit. Y'all know y'all
Away
wrong.
from the original,
Hey,
right?
nigga,
That's
y'all
what
don't
he's
talk about the
saying.
word Aboriginal around
He's
me.
saying the same
And most of
thing.
y'all some motherfucking Mongols and some half white.
I'm not a Mason nigga.
You just ain't gonna talk about that word Aboriginal around me. I will embarrass you in
Absolutely, I
a
agree
respectful
with you.
conversation.
I totally agree with you.
I don't gotta argue with you.
got
I can bring my
you gotta get
GED to the
confused
table.
up in there.
I'll bring my simple GED, nigga, and show that you motherfuckers are stupid.
Table, nigga. I'm gonna go fuck about
All you wanna do is call names and
Okay,
start
I'm gonna
shit.
get out of this
I think-
because he's up. You know, I ain't gonna talk about nobody. I don't want nobody talking about me, but yeah, we're gonna get off of that one. Let's go over here and see what they teaching over here.
Lean more into the Spanish per
Oh,
se
they got
for a certain part of
Cosman,
time, never the Portuguese,
Alabama,
but the Spanish until the French took over.
Chief Big
Right.
Tree Big
But one thing about the Spanish,
and Vino.
you know what I mean?
Shout
Once
out
they see
to
they
y'all
couldn't
on
never win
TK.
shit, they say,
Okay.
fuck it, man, we might as
We're
well
gonna
just
go
join
on
in
and
with
get
these
started.
motherfuckers. We
Right,
can't
we
go
gonna-
back home. Yeah, we can't go back home. We might as well start a new life here.
Wait a minute, it was something else I thought I wanted to check out too, y'all. Hold on with me. Hold on with me. Let me see. Cause
So these are
all these here folks over here fussing and going on. And Hunter Biden pardon. What? Let's see what they're going on. Hunter Biden pardon.
Look what water weight does
Y'all
to
know
your
he
body.
got pardoned?
Number one, stop drinking too much water.
Do anybody
People
care? I care. This nigga got pardoned. All our people in jail. What you say? He got pardoned? Wow. Everybody should be pardoned. What do you say? Okay, there she go.
Monday so far. I'm only going to be live 30 minutes today. I'll explain everything.
I'm not
Please
showing
share the
her
live
'cause she
as
doing
we
this. I
get
wish I had
started.
to show her. Shout out to Janice. Shout out to Sister Janice.
Hey
I
guys.
learned my land
The chat
pattern
is
from that
fun.
sister.
The chat is so funny.
Yes.
I hope everybody can
Thank
hear
you,
me and
Janice.
see me
I learned.
just fine. We are going to discuss something today that I know has been on you all's mind. It's been on mine as well.
Get to it.
Actually, we're going to discuss a few things here today. Share the live. I'm only going to be live approximately 30 minutes today. In fact, let me start my timer now. Okay, I'm going to be live 30 minutes today. It is December. Okay, it's December 2nd. I hope you all have started a new habit that will spring you forward into 2025. I'm starting a new habit here. We do want to speak more about businesses and the commodity side of things, but we are not going to neglect what's happening in media. I swear, guys, I had a whole different topic lined up for today. But on last night, I said, this is it.
Let's go, Brandon.
We got it. We finally got one. The ultimate scapegoat. And it hit me like a light bulb. Crack babies unite. We can all be crack babies now. We can, whether you smoke a pipe or not, we can all be crackheads at this point in the game. And I'm going to explain today, and then we're going to go back a little bit and we're going to spring forward again. I'm only going to be on here for approximately 30 minutes. According to my metrics, people are more active.
Wow. Donald Trump gonna lock his ass up.
Which
Donald Trump gonna go back.
I thought
and
was
get
strange
that.
because it seems like in my live streams, people are active the entire time, but we're going to try that method and shorten these lives to 30 minutes. Maybe people's attention span is off a little bit. I don't know. Who knows? But according to YouTube metrics, that's what it says. That's what it says. So I'm going to go live 30 minutes daily, okay, for the month of December. And that way we can discuss a lot,
I need to
including
do more too, so I can
businesses
feel
state
my
to
time.
state, throw ideas out there, throw funding out there, throw ways to move forward.
I do want to have more than 4 people in my
Whether you work a
channel,
business or whether it's a 9 to 5,
so
we
maybe
can
I gotta
discuss
do
it.
something. Maybe I gotta
There's
get
nothing
it.
wrong with working a 9 to 5.
maybe I gotta get what they call it, more into my chat. I mean, into building my channel. What y'all think in the chat? Y'all think I need to be focusing on getting more people in my chat, or just doing what I do for history's sake? Because I'm doing this for sake of leaving records. You know, the things that I found, sharing them, putting them out here. Really, basically, if nobody gets to see it, at least I know it'll be in the atmosphere, and I did it. Mr. Obama, you mean? Mr. Mike, Big Mike? Is that what you're talking about? So, y'all think I should concentrate on building my channel or just do it like I do it? Because it don't get very many views anyway, because I talk about I talk about the Jews, I talk about a lot of stuff that other people scared to talk about. So therefore I know they hide me. Therefore I know they got me covered. So y'all want to hear this? See what she talking about? Come on. Anybody want to come up on the channel with me? So y'all already know about that. I didn't.
Absolutely.
That's cool. I don't need to know about it.
Okay. Anyway.
Actually, I don't care. I stand on the fact that we need to be in place doing something about some of this stuff that's going on, you know, because of the fact that was good today what AP did too. Did anybody see that? The Chicago Hidden History Underground City, Ancient Survey. Did y'all see that? That was good. That was very good today. Go back and watch it, y'all. Shout out to AP. This is the one I'm going right now, y'all. Y'all know I love this. No, wait a minute. I want to go back. I want to go back and show something else. I'm going to do this right now.
He gets it. He's older. But I saw
is it?
somebody by the name of, I got to shout this.
Oh, Arthur, let me tell you. I spoke to one of my cousins today. Her name is Tanya Brown. And she's in Los Angeles, right? She is a real genealogist. Not like me, I'm a novice. But my girl got a business. And she does anybody, you know, Asians, Africans, whatever. She's deep into this genealogy. So her name is Brown. She's a Brown. And she was telling me about all the people that's in her side of her family. She said she's a kid named Adolf Hitler. I was like, girl, I can't stand none of them people you gave them. She coming up all these names, all these, what you call it? These pale skin. That's what we know them to be. The emperors, the Napoleons, all kind of people. Warren Buffett. She thinking about. She said she going and get her money. To who? She's one of my cousins. She's one of my cousins, and all these other people that she's mentioning, they on her father's side, and she's related to me. Looks like on my mom's side. But she's a genealogist. I just wanted to share that with y'all because if anybody need a real genealogist, can't find some records, you might want to, you know, reach out to somebody who knows. Okay, so I'm going
Brother out because he's going to help me greatly. It's called Hip Hop Cartoons. And this brother here put Dr. Fuller's.
Y'all, anybody on the chat?
Cartoon
There's 4 of
format.
y'all in here. Y'all familiar with Neely
Yeah,
Fuller?
I think,
Anybody seen any of
I
Neely
think this
Fuller's
may.
work? They tell her to break me out. Yeah,
This
cause
may hit. I don't know. A lot of y'all are so caught up in clout and all. I mean, not clout, just retardation. Forget all the clout shit. Dr. Fuller is about to break this down to the bungalow. So all of us students, the students.
Yeah, we always
You
having
don't
a
gotta
good
pull out
time
y'all
over here,
notebooks
y'all. I
today.
appreciate y'all for coming in.
You don't gotta open up your
People that do
notebook.
come in, thank you so
You
much.
just keep that closed, keep your backpack on the back of your desk. Don't even pretend today. We're not even doing it. Press 1 tomorrow. We get back to it. Today, the bungalows.
I'm gonna start this off,
They
y'all,
hand
but
you
then I'm gonna
their
go into
notebooks
the
out
other
today.
stuff. I just want y'all to be able to go to it for yourselves,
If they
okay?
don't have a consensus,
Y'all know
today
I
is
like to
the
do
end
a
of the
whole
bungalows. Press
whole
1
video,
hashtag 54.
but I want y'all to get
Today
to
is
it.
the end, and I don't mean the end of how many fit under the stairs. I'm talking about an end of redemption mode for y'all. There ain't no, once you in the bungalow, it's like time immemorial. 1,000 years. or
Hey,
some shit.
Curious One,
You
great
just in there.
continuation, darling.
Ain't
Thank
no
you for
get back to the
stopping
rest
in.
of
I
the
hope you stay a
Hashtag
while.
54. Today, all year. What's today? We starting the month early. We're not starting New Year's. We starting right now on the 2nd.
You better start right
Lord
now.
have mercy.
Live this life as though it's your last. What?
Because I think
Every day, every
found
minute,
a
you need
way
to
to
be
relate
aware.
to the
Thank you,
retarded,
love. Thank
not
you.
the retarded, I'm sorry, the mentally incompetent
Share it out. Get some more
individuals
people
in
in here. Y'all
bungalows
know
who just
everybody's
don't
over there
wanna
where it's
seem to
happening there. Ain't
understand.
nothing
These people in
happening
bungalows
over
that
here.
they just like to shoot dice and smoke weed. They get it. They learn. I'm not talking to them. They stand there. They have no problem with staying in the back, chilling the fuck out. I don't know why they just like that. But there's some of y'all who there is no, man, can I come back to class, man? Hey, Kev, man, I'm finally over my retarded
Y'all know we have to get
temper.
listen to a little
I
joke.
realize you don't give a
I
fuck
ain't gonna
about
give
that.
none.
That's it.
So we're
I don't.
gonna get into it, y'all.
I
Come
care.
on.
If I gotta care about you more than you, something's wrong. I'm your meta homie. Press 1. Nigga, I ain't there for real, for real. If I was there,
Come
you
on, kid. Let's get into where we going.
breaking down Universe 25, and we're gonna continue to do so. Pay attention,
Please
Mr.
pay
Nelly
attention.
Fuller, and make sure y'all subscribe
Shout out
to
to Neely
Hip
Fuller.
Hop Cartoons.
Yeah, that's
Look
the
at
name
it.
of it,
Hip
y'all.
Hop
Subscribe to it.
Cartoons. He needs y'all
Hip
support.
Hop
And,
Cartoons by Neely
You must
Fuller.
support our brothers who are in the arts and
Chat. Hey,
turning
big
these
bro.
great things into
Good to
animation.
see you.
We all got to support these brothers. That's why I always shout out my favorite artist, Art Jordan, of course, on Instagram. Make sure you cop the t-shirts. And now there's Hip Hop Cartoons. Look, my brothers, I just like people. Fuck that. I love my brothers who are taking their gifts and enlightening the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's some bright things coming when you do things like that. When that becomes
Yeah,
like
we gotta
a lifestyle.
capitalize on the gifts
A lot of
in
people
our
just want
children.
blessings.
For real.
Actually having blessings and using that as a means of income or sustainability, our gifts, like
That's
nigga,
right.
our gifts begin to
That's right.
manifest itself into real matter of fact. Shout out to y'all. So we're gonna talk about it after that. Do y'all research, open up y'all notebooks, bungalows, and
Hey,
pay
every time you
attention.
come over here, y'all
Everything
better
I've
get
been
some
saying in
notebook and paper.
class all these years, and you just been lying, talking about you going up and up and up. Now it's time.
Let's go.
Listen,
Supremacy? Yeah, you even know what that is?
That's you. That's one. We got white niggas, black niggas, all that. This is you. This is the bungalows. Press button. Okay? Pay attention. Bungalows, wake up.
listen.
Supremacy? Yeah, you even know what that is?
Do you even know how to spell?
Yeah, supremacy. 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 Do you know how to spell? Or are you just a bupula obtrucula? Because I'm not the one. I know a lot more than probably what you do. I'm probably older than you. I'm very sophisticated and I'm highly talented.
Spell it one more time for me.
Absolutely, and they do it even at the what we call the lowest level. They'll tell you that you are now a high school graduate. You say, well, how am I a high school graduate? Because I said so, and here's a piece of paper that I made out 15 minutes ago, and I put your name on it, and I'm giving it to you. Because I'm the one who determines what people know and what they don't know. I'm the God here.
That's great.
So I'm saying that you know these things. And so you take the piece of paper and you look at it and you say, now, okay, that's nice. It sure is pretty. You know, it
Look,
looks
that y'all
good.
remember that?
Got my name on it
Y'all
too.
see the hand, the two hands with the Indians
Say, okay, I
in
gave
the
you
pot? Y'all remember that?
the piece of paper
Let me see,
saying
make
that
it
you
big.
now have a degree of knowledge that I have given you. And I put your name on it
Yeah.
that I
better.
have given you.
That's better.
And you say, okay, now what can I do with this? I'll talk to you about that later. Well, what do I do in the meantime? Just try to stay out of trouble. That I'm going to see to it that you get in.
Oh, y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that?
Go over there to this bit.
Did y'all hear white supremacists? He said, try to stay out of the trouble that I'm going to cause you to get in. Did y'all hear that? That's some serious stuff right there, y'all.
Over to that bill and get in line, and we might have something for you.
We might.
Depends on how I feel
See?
by the time you get there. By the time you get over there in my brother's place.
It's
Because
brother's
you can't
place.
do nothing with that piece of paper except what we say that you will do with it.
Come on.
And you ought to know that by now,
Just a trick.
since we orchestrate everything that you do. So when black people start talking about, well, I mean, where did Neely Fuller get his degree in fighting racism? You tell them that he doesn't have one. And nobody else has either. That's the black
Got that white man degree talking about
people
you got a damn degree. Get out of
we
here.
let that fella get that seat to show that, you know,
Are
they're
y'all
pretty
seeing
nice
this?
people,
Are y'all getting
basically.
this? I
But
hope
that little
y'all are.
demonstration was just that, a demonstration. We don't intend for that to take
Look
root.
at Sam. Look at
And we
what's
don't
his
intend for you
name?
people to get any ideas that racism is not the basis for what we believe in. Because it is. It's the only thing that we believe in because it's the only workable, most successful government, the government of racism, that has
Government of
lasted so
racism.
long and run in an efficient manner.
Come on, y'all.
Now, we will, you know, tip our hats to you people every now and then and let you find a little opening here where you can demonstrate to us that we have done a pretty good job of raising you.
Well, yeah, I hope y'all getting these clue words they keep dropping. They keep dropping clues, man. Here we go break it down. That's
Do
great.
you understand? My Mr. Gillespie has to help you. All right, Bungalow, quit playing in my classroom. Do you understand? Because I know you like cartoons. So this is what you got, bro. All right, pay attention. Mr. Laughing at me. All right, here you, bro.
Break it down. Okay.
Now, we will, you know, tip our hats to you people every now and then and let you find a little opening here where you can demonstrate to us that we have done a pretty good job of raising you. But don't get carried away.
Look at
Don't
this
think that you're qualified to tell
all
white people
up
what
in
to do,
Hollywood.
because you're
They
not.
raised them niggas
But we
like this.
taught you. You didn't teach us. Stella, just shut up. What did he keep telling the empty chair? Shut up.
Yeah.
You know, don't say anything else. You talk too much anyway. You've had your say. We've let you come. We've let you warm the seat. We've let you drive around, ride around in limousines to get the feel of it, know how it's like. You can go out and tell all
Look
your
at
other
them
people,
niggas. How they got the
black
niggas
people,
looking.
all your little pickaninnies,
Picking that.
what life is like in the White House and whatnot. Now,
Look.
get back to the plantation where you belong. We have always given our Negroes watermelon day out of 1 year
Yeah.
on the plantation. We used to do that. Let all the people from the slave shacks come up and throw watermelon rinds all over the tailored lawns of the big house. It would be, we're just going to extend it a little further because one thing, we want to do a whole bunch of
Neely
damage.
Fuller.
Mainly put hits on people, mostly black
Dr.
people,
Neely
on
Fuller.
his watch, so that history will record.
Showing how
that black
this
president known for?
racism,
Well, he really didn't
supremacist,
do anything about it.
how this racism of white supremacists has been orchestrated within everything within our lives. Yeah, Neely Fuller. Thank you for dropping that in there for me.
Funny, he didn't hardly have any competence about getting anything done, but he helped us to kill a lot of people.
Look at
That
it.
would be the record. I think that's the aim
Come
of the
on.
white supremacists for Mr. Obama's record. Oh yeah, well now when it came to putting hits on people, in fact, we can always use them to do some droning now. You know, hey, if you want to be a successful black person, we got some droning we want you to do. We got some people we think ought to be dead. But we don't want to have a record of killing people ourselves all the time. We want black people to be known to be excellent hitmen.
So a non-white person, they say, well, you know, President Obama, he is clearly a non-white person. There is a white person who is working at Wendy's, making minimum wage, struggling. You are not going to tell me that President Obama is inferior to that white person, that President Obama is less than that white person working at Wendy's. What would you say to that?
I would say he's still under the system of white supremacy. And as a white supremacist, according to Mr. Obama himself, he wouldn't have that job.
Look at it.
You're saying if it was not for the white people who practice racism, white supremacy, Mr. President Obama would not be in the White House?
If any black person who forgets that is forgetting a very important fundamental, he couldn't even been running.
If they hadn't put
His name would have not been known.
That's right. That's right. That these niggas
He
don't
wouldn't even
understand
have a
that.
white mother in Kansas
They don't even understand that.
who could teach him anything if the white supremacists had not agreed to that. See, I'm talking about white supremacy, thinking about it in depth, not just on the surface. There are a lot of black people that think he just walked in there and say, hey, I'm a president. I'm going to be president.
In them ears.
I want to be president, and it don't make no difference what you white people think. You walk in there like that.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Campaign, and he said, I'm asking you all to help me. And white people came out in Springfield, Illinois, by the thousands, and took a look at him. And said, you know what? I think I'll give this boy a chance. To go through the training that we have given him, you know. And because, you know, and like Mr. Obama himself said, you know, in 4 years you can snatch me out of here anyway. They can snatch him out of there before 4 years. Yeah, he can give up that seat tomorrow. The white people say, hey, that's right. He'll walk right in there, right in the middle of all them papers that are stacked up on his desk. And he's trying to solve problems and all like that. And they walk right in there and they tell him, hey, just like the mafioso, the organized crime, which is what white supremacy is. They just walk in and say, hey, you know, we made a decision this morning. You're out of here. We got a janitor's job for you, Union Station. And that's where he will be.
Woo! That's some cold shit, nigga. The truth of the hurt,
He
nigga.
came to work at 9, at 10, he's down there putting on his janitor's cap and drawing his equipment out of the storage room for buffing floors. First black president. Photograph of it. You know how Mr. Obama looks.
Yes, sir.
He can look the same way, smiling, behind a broom. In Union Station in Springfield, Illinois. Or whatever the train station is there. Say, how did you go from president to here? White people decided it.
Oh boy.
Say, well, what do the black people think about that? Well, who cares? They better try to hold on to that janitor's job they got.
You want to do something? Okay. Fast, please.
All I say is, I want y'all to know, almost got hit by a truck listening to this shit. Pulled over by police, almost fell and buzzed my head, almost dropped my foot. Almost did. I can't even finish the fucking video because all I got to say is, woo, wait till my glass hear this. Wait till the bungalows hear this shit. Y'all my niggas, I knew it would relate. I knew it would.
It has to be a quantum number, though. It has to be a quantum number. In other words, a large number of non-white people, period. Not only a black male, but black females too. In other words, people who understand white supremacy, what it is and how it works. That's the first order of business.
That's you and me.
Have to understand that the entire world is dominated by the white supremacists. And if you have color in your skin, you are a person who has been assigned to be mistreated because of your color, because of the way you were born, because of the way that the creator of you, if you are a person of color, a non-white person, the creator put color in your skin. And the white supremacists are saying, well, regardless of who did it, it means you are eligible to be mistreated by me because I'm a white person and you are not white. So I have the power and the authority and the privilege and all of everything.
You know what's so damn funny right here, y'all? It's for y'all in here, and I hope y'all getting this message, because I am. But what's so funny is it's Negroes, black, colored, African American, whatever they want to call themselves, that literally believe this themselves. That white people, so-called white people, rule and vote and control things, just like what this doctor is trying to portray to us, that these Caucasians have portrayed to these niggas who think that way. Y'all see what I'm saying? Ain't none of this shit real, because I don't think nobody's supreme over me. So let me make sure y'all understand that. I'm showing you why it's people like Shah-San and Not a Coincidence back and forward trying to convince us that, you know, we are them niggas when we're not.
Thing that's supposed to be of benefit is supposed to be around me, to be mistreated because of your color.
And that's on the cartoon too, y'all.
God made me this
Let's
way.
be clear.
That white man say, I don't know who did it. I don't care. And this is what it is, nigga. Welcome to white supremacy. Oh, you people don't fucked up now. And that's why I've been teaching about law this whole time and coming out of this dead state. This is sad. But it's true. It's true. I wouldn't have tears in my eyes if it wasn't.
Has to be a quantum number, though. It has to be a quantum number. In other words, a large number of non-white people, period. Not only a black male, but black females too. In other words, people who understand white supremacy, what it is and how it works. That's the first order of business. You have to understand that the entire world is dominated by the white supremacists. And if you have color in your skin, you are a person who has been assigned to be mistreated because of your color.
By the myth of white supremacy. Well, let me say this. I'm going to have to do some research on Dr. Fuller because I'm not promoting no white supremacy. Let me make sure it's well understood. I'm showing you how stuff has been put in place by people who think like that. No, we don't give no power to none of them, right? We're not giving our power to none of that. There's no supremacy. But this Dr. Neely Fuller, he came along back in the day with the black supremacists and stuff. I mean, the black this and black that and white, yeah. So, the morals say that they created the myth of white supremacy. So I'm going to go with the fact, until I research him, that he's probably a Moor who's teaching this as well. But it's good to know how people think about us, right? Even the black people that promotes this.
Because of the way you were born. Because of the way that the creator of you, if you are a person of color, a non-white person, the creator put color in your skin. And the white supremacists are saying, well, regardless of who did it, it means you are eligible to be mistreated by me because I'm a white person and you are not white. So I have the power and the authority and the privilege and all of everything that's supposed to be of benefit is supposed to be around me. And you are only supposed to get what I say you can have because you have color in your skin. Now, the non-white people who understand that this is the setup and this is the dominant government of the entire planet, then the white supremacists will understand that you understand this. And if enough people
I'll be laughing, nigga, but this shit is serious.
It's very
understand
serious.
it,
Yes, it is.
people can't go against something about the mind that says you don't go against something that, I mean, you can't ignore something that you understand, particularly when it's working against you. That'll keep bothering you until you'll have a tendency to do something about it. Now, that's what the white supremacists do not want. They do not want black people to be logical. They do not want black people to think about anything except something that's real silly and real
We're not
stupid.
black, see?
This is why we
Black and
always
white.
glorify
Supremacy
stupidity
stuff.
in black
This is
people.
not a good
If a
thing.
black person has a tendency to show stupidity or silliness, that black person, the white supremacists immediately will seize upon them.
All
They
them
say
is
this person
fetching, fetching.
doesn't show any signs of being serious about anything. So these are the black people that we want to.
All them black folks that they just showed was stepping, fetching, was little boule niggas who was getting a check to entertain the crackers. There is no black and white people. The white supremacists was set up by these Jews, these Moors, and these Christians. They all came here with their agenda. And they all came here with their churches, their forts, and their liquor and whorehouses. So they all came here and brought all this to this land. And then they set up people like this in the end. This was not the beginning. These colored people was not here at the beginning of the so-called 14, 15, 16, 17. They came in the late 1800s, along with them Asians that they end up putting on the Reds. We got to understand what really happened here and who did what, right? That's why I stress all the time on having your genealogy, knowing your records. Okay, it's only two of y'all in here now. I guess I done ran y'all off, but it's okay. I'm going to still do what I do. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for being here. I don't want to go on nobody else's channel because I know I just want to just keep my peace. Oh, he's still doing that.
Oh, looking at those Jews playing around and ain't nobody playing but y'all niggas, bro. I'm not playing, bro. I told you I'm starting the university. Woo! Shit! Nigga. True champion.
Okay, I gotta go.
Lord have mercy, Dr. Fuller. Stall us out. I feel like y'all know. I got a lot of work to do, Lord. I feel like y'all niggas in the bubble. I forget. Oh, I've been working on my. I ain't with y'all. He ain't talking. He talking to you niggas. Woo! My Democratic brothers, get y'all shit together, bro. That shit hit home. That make me not even want to play video games with you niggas.
Y'all, I missed it because I fast forward. I gotta see what he said. The kid making too much noise about that. Let's see what was said, y'all.
Black people making a priority for their entire lives of showing off their shiny chains that were put on them by the white supremacists to other black people and calling it life.
Yeah.
That's what my life is all about. I was able to impress a few of my so-called friends and a few people who didn't know me, who got to know me now, and they're all black, and they are impressed with my so-called progress and hooray for me. I have arrived in heaven on earth.
So sad.
Truth be told, that is as far as our ambition goes. And the white supremacists look at this little childish stuff and say, Negroes forever. I got it right where I want it.
Forever.
Because our ambition is to conquer the entire universe, if we can, and everything in it. And if there are 50,000 universes out there, we're going to conquer them too. Even if there's nobody on those planets, we'll just call them ours anyway. Why? Because we are super people. We don't have shallow minds. We don't have shallow goals. A Negro, all he wants to do is strut up and down the block and show off.
Ain't nobody playing.
What niggas is that for real? Is there some niggas you know?
All you gonna do is
You know the niggas that like that?
Was sagging your clothes.
I know I do.
Looking at your shoes, playing around, and ain't nobody playing but y'all niggas, bro. I'm not playing, bro. I told you I'm starting the university. Woo! Sheesh, nigga. True champion is. Lord have mercy, Dr. Fuller. Stall us out. I feel like y'all know. I got a lot of work to do, Lord. I feel like y'all niggas in the bubble. I forget. Oh, I've been working on my. I ain't with y'all. He ain't talking. He talking to you niggas. Woo! My Democratic brothers, get y'all shit together, bro. That shit hit home. That make me not even want to play video games with you niggas. Hell no, get your shit together, bro. Give me the controller. You gotta just take care of your business, bro. Give me goddamn controller. Lord have mercy, but it's true. I gotta be a little funny because it hurt. Y'all think this is tears of joy? This is hurt. I'm hurt. That's sad.
Oh, well, man.
Because I've been saying this all these years. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I don't know what the fuck going on in my emotional shit. A whole bunch of shit. The only thing I do know is I thought I was the only one. I'm like, please help somebody. Fuller, I take a break. Jeez.
Arrived in heaven on earth. Truth be told, that is as far as our ambition goes. And the white supremacists look at this little childish stuff and say, Negroes forever. I got them right where I want them. Because our ambition is to conquer the entire universe, if we can, and everything in it. And if there are 50,000 universes out there, we're going to conquer them too. Even if it's nobody on those planets, we'll just call them ours anyway. Why? Because we are super people. We don't have shallow minds. We don't have shallow goals. A Negro, all he wants to do is run up and down the block and show off.
Okay, Nilly, thank you for your time today. Let's see here.
Black Americans are the real American Indians.
Get out of there. Okay. Yeah, give me a minute right here. Let's go right here. Okay. Go. No. Okay. Yeah, I want to show y'all something. Those that's in this chat, y'all got some work to do because y'all don't, I mean, people don't know this stuff. And I think that it's up to us to put it out here so that it'll be known. Okay? So I'm just going to show y'all something that I peeped a while back. And I want to show y'all. There was 3 of y'all in here. If those in the bushes, keep looking. Let's see. Adam Flash. Did I miss Adam Flash? No, I didn't. Okay. Y'all see how far I had to go. But y'all can, I want to show y'all this right quick. Adam Flash, where you at? Okay. Dang. Okay, what's that? Right there. Now that's the AI. Y'all see that thing said King George, the Jubilee Trust, and Stolen Legacy through the UCC code? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, go over here and just skim through the titles, and you will be amazed at the information you got. The IBM Super Quantum Computing. Y'all remember when IBM came out and they had them they had them punch card situation? Y'all remember that? This was them putting us in the system then. We got people talking about don't go into the system. We've been in the system. We've been in this system. Okay? Then you got right here, 1800 to 1900, the actual trading places of us. When we was wearing the Victorian, so-called Victorian clothes, and then they were wearing those clothes right there, all of a sudden they in our clothes and we in theirs. Come on, y'all, go over to Kel, and I'm sending you here because I if I could, I'd do all of them, but I need y'all to do them, to go over there and just see. Look, the Black Army of Death, the Black Nazis of the Communists, the Union soldiers. Those are Union soldiers. Those are actually the Pullman of the trains and stuff. They was all working for the system. You understand what I'm saying? Look at me right there. The scientific look at the universe. No, that's not it. It's one on here called, it's something on here called the Atom Smasher. And this is the one that I want to show y'all. See those bones right there, y'all? Them is real human skulls. Them is not no animal. Those are human skulls. See, the Soviet American atomic age, y'all. This is what they did over here. Okay? Right here, the Great Migration, the Black Holocaust, Disney and Epcot. I mean, he broke all this stuff down, y'all. But don't nobody pay no attention because they don't like him because he used to talk shit back in the day. But he ain't did no work for nobody else. But I bet you one thing. I promise you, he done growed more than all them niggas really when it comes to talking about putting out some information. He done excel all them when it comes to talking about exposing some stuff. Oh yeah, he have. Right here, the Atom Smasher, the Cold War and the Fallout. I think it's another one. Look, Yale University and the Negroes. See, we don't know what's been pried up against us, how we've been set up for failure for real. And that's what Neely Fuller was saying over there, that everything these crackers did, call themselves giving us, was setting us up for failure. Right? But then we sitting here thinking we done damn arrived because we got some gold chains on riding in a Cadillac or whatever. We think we really done arrived somewhere. When really we are depleting. Because we didn't really need all the stuff that they was offering us. Look, Native Americans from 1790 census to the present. Critical race theory. I mean, he's got some good topics, but this one, let me see if he's gonna show it. I want to show you what the Atom,
Council of 10.
What this Atom thing was. Let me see, can I see if I can find it on the right quick. Atom Smash. Yeah, I promise you there's some good stuff up in here. But we gotta know what happened to us, okay?
Somebody out there has to know why. We'll get back to that in a second.
That the gravest mistake they could make would be to make excessive demands on Germany.
See, they don't want to bring up the loans. You bring up the loans, you bring up where the possible money came from.
Y'all gotta go back and watch this. He's talking about money coming from America to Germany. It's a lot went on, y'all. It's not what they told us. That's all I want y'all to know. It's not what they gave us. It's not what they told us. Okay? So I just want y'all to go to this and just slam through it and find those that are talking about us and talking. The rest of he's an entertainer too, but he got good stuff. American mysteries of the past. See, send them to your family. Send some of these videos. He goofy, but I mean that hell, you all right with me. But y'all know some people like his music. Some people like some of the stuff he play. But I just passed through it. But the Underground Railroad, all of these things we need to know. So with that being said, I'm gonna go to my to the book that I said I was gonna read out of. This is what I came with, which is the history of the Georgia forts. Let me see. I think I had it. Let me see. Don't I have that up here somewhere? Let me see. Savannah. Okay. Let's see. Where's the Georgia fort? Okay. Thought I had it up there. Okay, so I don't see it on now. Shout out to y'all that's still in the chat with me, hanging in here. But this book is from Alexandro de Quesada, and it's the history of the Georgia forts. You could probably find it on a PDF, but this is a hard copy, okay? And within here, the content says the colonial Georgia, 1566, through 1783. The antebellum Georgia from 1784 to 1860. Civil War Georgia 1861 to 1865. And the Martin, Georgia, 1866 to 2011. Alexis, you in here? Hey, baby. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Frances Wesleyan would reference Neely Fuller, and he was one of her mentors. Absolutely. That's why I say they always black, what, black supremacists, really, right? They always under that banner. And you know she was married to a white man. Did you know that? Did you know that, Sharon? That Francis Cress Wesson was married to a pale skin, talking all that junk. She talked a lot of it, didn't she? Okay. So, all right. Now, he said, I would like to thank the following individuals, institutions, and society that have contributed to material and or assistance in the making of this work. John Gus, Pete and Phil Paget, Daniel Brown. They go them Browns, author. I read names because I'm looking for names that, are in our tree. Oh, you heard about it? Yeah. Names that are in your tree when I be reading other people's stuff as well, right? You got a Justin's Martin Tourism, Welcome Center and Tourism, Eagle Tavern, Tally Kirkland, Ranger, Fort Pulaski, National Monument, Martin Liber Center, Site Manager, Old Fort Jackson, Fort Frederica, National Monument, Fort Yago State Park, Georgia, Fort King, George Historical Site, Georgia, Fort Morris Historical Site, Georgia, Fort Hawkins Commission, Old Fort Jackson and the Coastal Heritage Society, United States Army Signal Corps Museum, Fort Gordon, National Museum of the Infantry, Fort Benning, 6th Cavalry Museum, Fort Overthorpe, Friends of the Fort, Fort Hollingsworth, Georgia Historical Society, Mighty 8th Air Force Historical Society, Richard Hill Historical Society, Tybee Island Historical Society. Y'all hear all these historical societies? Anybody from Georgia or anywhere in your what state you're from? Hey, if Georgia got them, you most likely got them because Georgia is the last colony to be committed to the Union, right? I mean, to the Confederate or whatever it was. Yeah. So, and then you got Fort Skirvin, New Ebenezer Village Museum, Georgia Salisbury Burger. Y'all know that's a German. Salzburger Society. Those are, that's a German. That name right there. Oh, y'all, give me a minute. My godson is calling me. Hey, son, how you doing? What's going on? Sorry about that, y'all. That was my son, Legit Hustle, calling to check in on me. Hey, Nora. How you doing, love? Glad to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, so let's go with the history of Georgia forts, y'all. It's a I'm gonna be on it for a while because it's 150 pages or so. Okay, so it's gonna be a minute before we finish this, but I thought it'd be a good read. I'm gonna start just reading down some books to see if we can get some deeper understanding on some of the things that happened. And I'm also gonna read some of my stories in my tree so we can see how and who was playing parts in some of this stuff. Half of y'all my cousins. So if my folks were part of it, most likely yours was too. Hey baby, there you go. Thank you for coming in. I'm reading about the history of the Georgia forts tonight. Okay? Excuse me. Y'all know I'm not the best reader, but I think I understand when I read, so that's a good thing, okay? So, the introductory. The military history of Georgia has always been dear to me. As a child, I frequently visited my grandparents for a summer when they lived in Milledgeville, Savannah, and Thomasville. Anybody know where those places are in Georgia? Okay. My grandfather was a physician for the Georgia State Hospital system. And many of those locations were located on or near former military site. Y'all hear this, right? The hospitals was near military sites. Forts, yes ma'am. I remember visiting these sites and hearing stories from my grandfathers, co-workers who were military veterans of World War II and Korea. On weekends, my grandfather used to take me to Fort Pulaski, where I spent hours exploring every nook and cranny. Then I spent nearly 5.5 years in Georgia attending Emory University. During those years, I frequently drove on day trips to the interior of the state. That's what we all need to do, y'all. All of us need to do this with our places where we're from. We need to know. That's how I feel about it. I want to do that road, that trick. You hear me? During those years, I frequently drove on a day trips to the interior of the state to discover lost battle and fort sites. At the same time, I became involved in Civil War living history and participated in listen at this, most of the 125th anniversary reenactment. Now, how they got 125 years of reenactment? Y'all, I'm gonna have to do some math on this. Civil War living history and participating in 125 years anniversary reenactments, as well as many Civil War themed films, including Glory. So this person participated in a lot of the fake things, because they always do reenactments. Reenactments to me mean it didn't never happen. I don't know about y'all. That were being produced in Georgia. All these things a lot of these movies were produced in Georgia. Y'all do know that, right? A lot of those Tarzan movies and stuff, it was made in the South. I love volunteering my time as a historical interpreter at Chickamauga National Battlefield Park and Fort Pulaski National Monument. To this day, I still drive through Georgia from my home based in Florida, and I'm still discovering new aspects of Georgia's military posts. Y'all hear that? Oh, okay, son, I'm glad. Okay, while it is nearly impossible to list and describe every military fortification or site in detail, because of the constraints laid out in the format of this book. This work will focus on those that readily can be visited or those whose historical importance is of such that they must be covered in detail. Essentially, every fort that has existed in Georgia's past can be a book unto itself. Y'all hear that? Somebody can go and take one of the Georgia forts and make a book out of it his own self. That's what this dude said. That's an awesome feat right there. Okay. So, here we go. Colonial Georgia, 1566. Y'all, this is going to get it's going to start out talking about something that a lot of people always talk about. So I'm going to see if y'all going to pick it up in the chat, okay? Colonial Georgia, 1566 to 1783. The earliest European presence in what is now Georgia was by the Spanish, beginning with San Miguel de Guadalupe, 1526 to 27, where approximately 600 colonists, including a few women and some black slaves, and one Indian, guide. The Indian was a guide, y'all. Okay? Yeah, okay? You had 600 colonists, you had a few women. You know what that means? 600 men on a few women. That's nasty work. That don't sound good. And one Indian who was a guide, as well as horses and supplies. For 3 months, sailed from Santo Domingo, Hispaniola, in 2 ships under the leadership of Lucas Vasquez de Ayllon. The Spaniards landed in Winyah Bay, South Carolina. Okay, y'all, South Carolina. Cabo de San Nicolas, repaired their ships, and then headed southwest for 40 to 45 Spanish leagues to find a suitable settlement site near or on the St. Catherine Island. Shout out to the 5 that's in the chat. Thank you for coming over. Only 150 people made it through the winter and several Indian attacks and returned to Santo Domingo the following spring. So they didn't make it. They left. They had to go back. The St. Catherine's Island Presidio, 1566 to 1597, then from 1605 to 1680, was the earliest European fort that protected the Spanish Franciscan mission, Santa Catalina de Guale. Remember this word, y'all, Guale. Y'all follow me? Y'all with me yet by Guale? This the man that came here. Okay, I ain't gonna go there yet. Y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it. So, in 1595, which became the provincial headquarters of Guale. It became the central headquarters of Guale, present-day North Carolina, Georgia. I'm sorry, North Coastal Georgia, my bad. It was destroyed by Indians during the 1597 Guale Rebellion. Anybody ever heard of the Guale Rebellion? Gullah. I mean, it says Guale, but it's Gullah. The same word, you guys. Which became the provincial headquarters for the Gullah, present-day North Coastal Georgia. It was destroyed by the Indians during the 1597 Guale Rebellion and not rebuilt until 1605. The Spanish fort was later attacked and destroyed by South Carolina forces in 1680. The Spaniards abandoned the Presidio for Sapio Island. Anybody know about Sapio Island? The site of the mission, Santa Catalina de Guale, is on. Check this out, y'all. Y'all gonna have to get these clues what I'm reading to y'all, because y'all gonna get it. The Wamasee. Anybody ever heard of the Wamasee River? Wamasee. The Wamasee Creek. This is where I'm gonna say this. This is gonna end up in Yamasee. The Yamasee. Okay? Which has been excavated. See, they excavated the river. And the people who came down over there, them 600 sniggers right there. I'm going to prove who they is too. I'm going to prove who they is. I got to do my work. But I'm going to prove that's the sniggers who came in upon us. And they went down through there and started changing names of people and making people be you. Yeah, all that. Remember, Wamasee Creek that was excavated, and now you got Yamasee people. Folks gonna hate me for doing this, but I'm sorry. Then you got this man named Guale, and then you got the Gullah, because it's the same thing, Gullah, Guale. I call it Guale. I hope y'all following me here. So, Spanish abandoned their fort and went to Sapio Island. So they left a fort open for somebody else. The site of the mission, Santa Catalina de Guale, Gullah, is on the Wamasee Creek, which has been excavated. Near South Newport was the Talamato Presidio, 1595 to 97, 1605 through 84. That's 84. That's 76 years. Which defended the Spanish Franciscan mission Presidio Nuestra Senora de Guadalupe. De Talamato. Y'all hear the Spanish stuff, right? You got the book. What you got? You got the book? You put the book up. It was probably originally located on the South Newport River near Harris Neck. Anybody? See, these names has been changed to protect, to hide the real people from who, knowing. They changed names because they moved people around. They didn't want people to know that they were still probably on the same place. This is some diabolical stuff that doesn't happen, you guys. Tupique Espogachie site. The last Spanish fortification built in Georgia was the Sapio Island Presidio in 1605 to 1684. That's that 70-something years I was talking about. In the Sapio Island state. Wildlife management area. This Spanish presidio protected the Franciscan mission de San Jose de Japala on the north end of the island along Blackbeard. Y'all know anything about Blackbeard? I remember they used to say there was a pirate named Blackbeard, and they said that was actually Marcus Garvey's father. So anybody can do some research and find that out, let me know. You got a clue? You got the clue, sis? You getting it? Okay, I'm glad. Oh, we got to go in on this one. So the Blackbeard Creek, the Presidio was destroyed by South Carolina forces. Okay, y'all, here we go. So Georgia's fort by the Spanish wasn't the Indians, wasn't the indigenous people. It was actually South Carolina coming against the Spanish fort. Now, we do know by this time This is where the Barbados are come in at through South Carolina, right? This is where about the 1600s was the same time when the Barbados came in. So the Presidio was destroyed by South Carolina forces. The Spanish garrison abandoned that fort. They left Sapio Island, Presidio, for Amelia Island in Florida. So they pushed them back up out of South Carolina, Georgia, and North Carolina. Pushed they butt back down to Florida. Y'all see that, right? So they end up, these are the Spanish, they end up back up out of here. Because England is over there in North Carolina, in the Carolinas, right? So here comes Spain coming up on trying to bring their stuff in. So they don't push them back out. So now you got Fort King George. Fort King George was the first fort on Georgia soil, built by the English. Now this is built by the English. Now the other one was the first one built by the Spaniards. Remember, you guys, we're building on forts over here. These forts that were set up. And they said that the forts was, these people create different forts because this was Spanish in the 1500s. Now we over here in 1700. Okay? King George. It was built by the English, which, when you know, those are the same people who kicked the South Carolina. The South Carolina people just came over here and kicked the Spanish people out. Right? And they ended up going back down there to Florida. But now you got a Georgia fort that is built by the English, which is the South Carolina forces who kicked the Spanish out. Y'all following me? So it says it was erected, here we go, it was erected by the colony of South Carolina. So now we still talking about these Caribbeans, them that they brought in through the Caribbean, who they claim was the Africans. Right? That's how they say they came. So after they done kicked the Spanish out of Georgia, now South Carolina done set up a fort in 1721. 12 years before Georgia colony was founded. So that was the 12 years before the colony was founded, which it was the last colony to be founded in the 13 colonies, right? On the site of the old King George Fort, Fort King George, built in 1721 by Colonel John Barnwell of South Carolina under British royal orders. Y'all see this? This teeny cypress. Okay, this is a cypress. Let me see, can y'all see this? Can y'all see that? That is a cypress fort made out of cypress. Do y'all know about cypress? Anybody know about cypress? Cypress is in the Bible. They claim, I think the ark or something was made, no, that was made out of gopher wood. But cypress is in the Bible. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I remember cypress is nowhere but over here. Y'all look it up. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Because I got a lot of stuff going on in my head, but I think I remember that correct. So that's a cypress fort they built. Okay. This teeny cypress block house, they called it, 26 feet square with 3 floors and a lookout in the gable from which the guard could watch. This is the oldest English fort remaining in Georgia coast. From 1721 until 1736, Fort King George was the southern outpost of the British Empire in North America. A cypress blockhouse, barracks, and Palisade earthen fort were constructed in 1721. So now, do y'all see how you got Spanish on one end, you got the British England on the other end, but the British England is the one that really took up all of the space, not the French, not the Spanish, but Britain. This is a Britain. We are British people. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? British England was South Carolina. South Carolina is where the Sundry Moors and all of those Moors was at. South Carolina is the one that where the 1776, I mean, all the things started. Listen, do your research. That's why South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia is so important. Because the bottom here and the top there, they was the controllers. When you look and you see who the colonists really were, it makes more sense. It was never in the 1600s, they were fighting. These were the people that were fighting. These people coming in here trying to come and take over. And we was fighting to protect ourselves. But all the stuff they had, like we was over here fighting each other stuff. No. The Thomas Jefferson paper says no, we was in harmony with each other. We didn't start the fighting with each other until we had to fight against our people trying to be with one of these factions, Spanish, French, or the Brit. They was bringing us against our people. But the takeover did not happen during those 17, 18. It happened in the late 1900s. Because if you look and you'll see how we were still holding things together. Go look at that bill about the Chicago stuff. See when they start tearing down stuff. The World's Fair, when they start bringing in all these incubator babies. Where they get all these incubator babies from? And then the offering train. When you look and see how many people, how many children they brought over here without parents. Where they do that at? So they had to have been dropping bombs on communities and taking children. These people have, listen, it's a lot of that has been going on. That's why all of these underground tunnels, they was coming in through the tunnels too. While they had some coming in on the boats, but they was bringing them in through underground too. We must understand that. So, let's see where I'm at. Y'all know I lose my space all the time. So the British Royal Orders, this teeny cypher block house, no, I think I read that. Okay, hold on. Okay. Over the inland waterways and St. Simon Island was flanked by officers' quarters and barracks, and the entire area was surrounded on all but the riverside. So they made it by the river so they can guard people from coming in on the waters, right? By a moat and palisade, garrisoned by His Majesty's independent company with replacements of colony scouts. The fort was occupied for 6 years. So they occupied for 6 years. During that time, more than 140 officers and soldiers lost their lives here and were buried on the adjacent bluff. Those 140 soldiers, they say. The first of the British 18th century scheme, y'all hear that? He said it was a scheme, so I believe him. A post built to counteract French expansion. So now the Spanish then came, Britain, now they're worried about the French expansion, whom would be the Huguenots, right? The Huguenots ended up over there in Virginia, but they still was trying to keep them from expanding, but they did anyway. So the first, okay, So Fort King George was also a flagrant trespass upon Spanish territory. Yeah, they had trespassed upon the Spanish, but they had ran them out. So if you run somebody out the territory, how is it still yours if they leave? That's what they did to us, right? So Fort King George was also a flagrant trespass upon the Spanish territory, and during its occupation, Spain continually demanded that it be destroyed. The troops were withdrawn to Port Royal in 1727, but until Overthought arrived in Savannah in 1733, South Carolina kept two lookouts at Old King Fort George. So they was always looking out for them to come on them, right? This fort served as a barrier against the Spanish in Florida, the French in the interior, and their Indian allies for about a decade. So they kept everybody out for like 10 years, right? Soldiers had died in the service or buried nearby in a graveyard that was lost for 200 years. What the hell? Y'all hear that? They buried some soldiers in a graveyard they say was lost for 200 years. How could it be lost from foreigners for 200 years? Some of the graves are marked now. Others are on the site of a 16th century Spanish mission. Oh, so they're saying the 200 years it was lost because it was a Spanish territory in the 1600s. The Fort King George State Historical Marker is located at US 17 on the northeastern end of the Darien River Bridge, y'all. Anybody ever get out there, check it out. Yeah, they are, Nora. They literally are. So that's in Darien, Georgia, y'all. You can find that Fort King George Fort there. It's a historical marker. Okay, so we got Fort Abigail. The Georgia colony was formed in 1732, and settlers arrived from England to establish the town of Savannah. Okay, y'all? Y'all see this? Now you got the English established in Savannah, February 1733. Other small settlements such as Abercorn, Josephstown, Thunderbolt, and Skidaway followed within months of James Overthought's arrival. So all this came along with James Overthought now, 1700. Major settlements such as Augusta, Darien, Ebenezer, and Frederica followed a few years later. Spain and France were the major threats to Georgia, because England was already here. The Brit was already here. So Georgia was a British colony. So it wasn't about Georgia, it was about the British colony that it was a threat to, wouldn't you say? Creek Indians loyal to the Spanish. Here we go, y'all. This is where the fight came in at. Because the Creek Indians and the Cherokee Indians are both my family. So this is where they divided them up at. The Creek Indians was loyal to Spain, and the Cherokee was loyal to French. Y'all with me? Were the immediate threat to the colonial Georgia. The French, whose stronghold was Fort Toulouse on the Coosa River in what is now central Alabama, never attacked the Tidewater section of Georgia, but were enemies nevertheless. There were at least two forts and possibly a third that were constructed at the Ogeechee River. The first Fort Argyle was completed in the fall of 1733 when England was at peace with its adversaries. So they had a moment of peace over here, right? They over here building up what they want to build up to make it look like home. Naming places over here that was named over there to make everything look like home and feel homely, right? This is what they did. This is exactly what they did. So, there were at least two forts. Wait a minute, did I do that already? I did that. The first Fort Argyle was completed in the fall of 17. I think I did that too. Y'all help me out. This fort was a very small square enclosure with projecting corner bastions and was defended by 4 cannon. It probably had a strong 2-story central blockhouse built on many wooden piers, but its exact dimension are not known. It may have been similar to the blockhouse at Fort King George, made of cedar. Remember? Hey, God, it's great continuation, darling. How you doing? Made of cedar. Y'all remember that? King George Fort. An earlier fort on the Altamaha River, which was about 27 feet square. The buildings associated with the first fort lacked brick. If they had chimneys, they were probably constructed of sticks and mud. The second fort, Argyle, was built in 1742 or 1743 at the height of King George's War. This fort was a square enclosure measuring 110 feet on each side. It was considerably larger than the earlier fort, although it may have lacked the corner basin and central blockhouse seen on the first fort. Instead, the central part of the second fort may have served as an open parade ground. Well, parade ground? What y'all parading? Brick for chimneys became available for the first time. A barracks building composed of at least 2 rooms was located along the eastern wall of the fort, on the bank of the Ogeechee River. This barracks had a large H-style brick chimney used for heating and cooking. The Spanish made a concerted effort to wipe out Georgia in 1742, but with the aid of the Fort Argyle Rangers, they were repulsed at the Battle of Bloody Marsh on St. Simon Island. The Georgia Rangers were a mix of English, listen to all of y'all don't know who them Americans is. First generation Americans, Germans, Scots, South Carolinians, and Virginians who held down the fort at Argyle in the name of the British Crown. So all of them worked for the Crown. Y'all see that, right? They kept the fort operating from 1733 to 1767. A third rebuilding of the fort occurred in the 1760s during the French and Indian War. This was a time when the largest number of Rangers were garrisoned at Fort Argyle. The archaeological team suspected that this fort was larger than the previous fort. Although very little is known about it, the barracks built during the previous construction phase probably continued to be used during the period. This fort was abandoned in 1767 when the Georgia Rangers was dismissed by General Thomas Gage. Commander-in-Chief of His Majesty's force in North America. Of His Majesty's force in North America. Wow. Y'all heard that? The fort ruins were found in 1985 by a team of archaeologists with Southeastern Archaeological Services on property that now comprises Fort Stewart. Y'all heard that? Thank you for being here, y'all. So, y'all, we just on page 14, y'all, so I just wanted y'all to know how we got really subdued here. Fort Frederica, since establishing a colony in 1733, and to forestall any Spanish attempt to regain the Georgia land. Y'all hear that? They was trying to keep the Spanish from claiming the Georgia land. So it looks like this Georgia land was in everybody's hand. Looked like everybody had a hold of this Georgia land. Okay, exploring the coast where, wait a minute, my bad. General Oglethorpe pushed south from Savannah, exploring the coast where he selected St. Simon Island for a new fortification. The site, 60 miles south of Savannah, would become the military headquarters for the new colony. Here in 1736, he established Fort Frederica, named for the Prince of Wales, Frederick Lewis. Y'all hear that? Frederick Lewis. So they brought everything from their land to this land. So I don't understand why people say, well, this is Morocco over here. Or this is Egypt over here. We got all these people over here who brought some relics. You know they brought their relics. We got people saying Hebrew is written on the stones over here and stuff. Possibly so. With all these people that have been in and out building up fort to keep you in and out. That's just like a quarter sack. Do you like quarter sacks? I can't stand a quarter sack. I won't live in a quarter sack. That's just like being in a prison or something, or a gated community. Only way it's going to be gated is my whole property. But ain't nobody going to be gating me in no community. So, hold on. See what it says here. The K, what's this? Oh, out of Frederica. Let's talk about his name. Because they took the K off. It said the K was changed to an A because of South Carolina Fort had already been named in honor of the prince. So they named it twice. Well, they say New York so nice they named it twice. That's what they did with Frederica. Thereby, the feminine spelling was added to distinguish it from the fort of the same name. Y'all see how they play? Same name. Fort Frederica combined a military installation, a fort, with the settlement of the town of Frederica. Due to the Spanish threat only 75 miles away, General Oglethorpe took measures to fortify both, surrounding the entire 40 acres. 40 acres, huh? 40-acre area. Wait a minute. No, that's how they did the plots. Come to think about it, it just popped in my head. That's how they did the plots. They divided the plots into 40 acres. And that's why that 40 acres and a mule thing came along. But then, I don't know anybody that looked like us that actually got the 40 acres and the mule. I mean, maybe somebody in your family do. Y'all tell me. Okay. He took measures to fortify both surrounding the entire 40-acre area with an outer wall. Phew, a 40-acre wall. This consisted of an earthen wall called a rampart that gave, anybody know about the rampart? That gave protection to soldiers from enemy shot and shell. A dry moat and two 10-foot tall wooden palisades. The wall measured 1 mile in circumference. Contained within this outer defense perimeter was a stronger fort that guarded Frederica's water approach. Designed in the anybody want to come up? Anybody want to come up with me? They ain't gonna be here much longer. It's 2 hours. Yeah, it's 2 hours. I just wanted to bring y'all this. I'll come back with some more of this, but I ain't gonna stay here long. I'm gonna let y'all go have some fun over there looking at clown stuff. At least I just have to do this to keep me from want to jump on somebody's panel and come and do my own little stuff a little bit. It ain't that much, but at least I'm staying busy, y'all. I'm staying busy. I'm happy. I'm healing. You know, my energy is great. And everything is lovely. And I hope everything is well with you guys. I hope it's all well with you. For real, for real. So y'all go check out the stuff. Go find some. Do me a favor. Go find productive things to look at. I think we all have been stuck looking at hell raising, looking at people call each other out their name, looking at a lot of folks supposed to be us, but they don't act like us. I think we need to find some better avenues for positivity, you know, for building, because when y'all come over here, y'all very quiet, y'all don't make no noise, y'all don't even hardly talk to me, but I see y'all in other people's chats, and y'all be doing some things. Y'all really be, some of y'all be doing some things. Y'all be talking, you know. But I do this because we need to be on page to be building. And right now, I don't see nobody doing nothing but being destroyed. I don't see the building. I see destruction, and that's all I'm saying, you know. So, let's see what OTK them on. So y'all know where y'all going. Let's see.
Where do it say that he said? Where do it say that he back down Osceola? Where do it say that he actually? Exactly.
Right.
Where do it say that he back down Osceola?
See, Osceola is in my tree too. So
Where do it say that he back down Osceola?
Osceola.
Good night, cuz. Take care, man. Yeah, boy, I put that one.
We got another one. Damn. See.
Yeah, but once we understand it, my nigga, then we do something.
Okay, well, who's complaining?
You wouldn't even be talking about the money route. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only thing that makes sense, gang.
The only thing that makes sense on your individual, on an individual level,
as a people,
your own family.
As a people,
y'all together as a collective.
Can I just like you? Yes, ma'am. Thank you for liking it.
So you're talking
Thank you, Nora.
They don't.
I appreciate y'all coming in, y'all. I'm just hanging out.
Come and get
You know the problem.
Sometimes
we got to split the game. Sometimes when we lose so fucking money, we just blame the game. You can't blame the game. You gotta learn how to play the game.
You can't blame the
All right,
game.
y'all. That's
You're
enough
a
of that.
participant.
That's enough of that. Ooh. That's enough of that for me, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, that's enough of that. Ooh, okay. Let's see what he's talking about. This is my dude, yeah. Let's see what he's talking about, y'all. He's talking about the private. Y'all know I'm about that private life. So let's see. Is he still on?
1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Romans, Galatians. All right, he's doing that because they've been told they got to do that. All right,
that in order for them to get money and funding and all of that, they have been taught, because the Zionists control Christianity too. I'm gonna go in on them, and they have been taught that you have to teach these people this Gentile doctrine because they are not the chosen people.
Talk
Even
about
though it says in Genesis 15:13, your people will be sojourners in a land that is not theirs, and they shall oppress them for 400 years. And in the end, they shall come out.
And that's a lie. He teach the Bible based on the laws, y'all. Don't get it twisted. He's not teaching church. He's teaching the law through the Roman Catholic Church that they set us up under. Please understand what is going on right here. Okay? Right? Y'all agree? They got us set up under these laws, y'all. We got to know it. I feel bad for people who ain't never read the Bible.
What happened to my live stream?
You too, my sister. Love you.
I had a little problem over here. I had to resume it. All right, so where we at? It's gold. Let's see. Say Mark 15, 37, Luke 20 tells two different stories on Jesus unaliving. Oh, yeah. And also, if you go to Matthew 27, 46.
But we out of here, y'all.
Where he says,
y'all see what it is. I just want y'all to see what it is if you want to know law.
In Psalms 22:1.
If you want to know law and you want to know how to live in the private instead of being this debt slave, check it out. Check out High Frequency Radio. Shout out to Yusuf El. He has an L name. He was a Moor. He learned a lot, but he knows the law. Okay, so let's not get that twisted, y'all. So love to y'all. Peace and love. Y'all have a good night.